Here we are at the forge, which is what I'm calling my base now. We are going to go ahead and build a huge ship today. Well, maybe not a huge ship, let's not get carried away. But we do need a ship to go ahead and take us through our travels, since our last one has gotten destroyed from our last little comedy episode of everyone here on the server with Nathan and Jace Machine. So yes, we need to get a ship together, and I'm clearing out some space here for us so we can go ahead and have the space to go ahead and play and dock our ship that is to be. Now, I'm thinking about maybe using turrets, like automated turrets on our ship, but I might save that for a future design for a bigger ship. Because right now, I just want to get like a nice little light assault fighter, kind of like what we had going. But I might have an internal cockpit area where we can go ahead and sit, and I might include a camera on the front of our ship. And there we go, and now it's starting to look more like a forge. This is what I'm talking about. I went ahead and built an advanced build block as well, so we can go ahead and start doing this on the fly here, like so. And I can't believe I didn't do that sooner, because I was kind of taking apart this tree with my little mining pick. And I can't believe I didn't realize that, yes, I can build a build block like so. So let's take a look at what we've got going here. I got lava pouring all around. This is a very dangerous planet to live on, which is just the way I like it. Yeah, so we have to jump over the lava pools. Got lava streams up in here, up and all around our respawn box. And yeah, and also one thing we're going to work on today before we get to shipbuilding is we're going to work on building a good power source, a good power cube more or less. And we'll start here on the planet, and we'll see how we can best organize these power blocks to get a power source. And I know this is not actually very efficient at all, what I have going here. So we're going to make a power room somewhere in the cave. Oh, maybe like right there. That looks like a good spot for a power room. Maybe we'll have like lava surrounding it on all sides, along with some ice. I don't know why, but I love this ice and lava effect. I just like love it. And we'll do more with this as time goes on, but and as our ships get bigger. But yeah, so let's work on a power source, and let's put it like right on over that way. And I'd like to welcome you guys to the heart of the mountain as we step into our own lava. I love it. This is the Forge's power source room. This is where we're going to get all the huge amount of power that we're going to need for all our turrets and bays and everything we're going to have operating and running here one day. Down below there, this little power blocks are just for decoration, and I like the decoration down there. It's fine, even though it's not very efficient. But for here, let's go over the basics of this whole power block system. Basically, there's a block power, and then a size power of the block. Now you want to maximize the size of the cube. Let me show you. Let me just do a little test here. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about here. I'm more of like a doer than a teller. So let me make up a few examples for you guys to take a look at, and then we'll go over what the difference is between size power and block power. Okay, so here's a good example with just 9 blocks here. This is considered in the game to be 3 by 3 by 1, if you look at the three-dimensional, dimensions of it. So this is right now is generating a total power for us. Well, I mean, like the whole basis power plus this is 4798. Now, if we were to take some of these blocks here and increase the size of this cube, just think of this as a cube, from 3 to 3 to 1, we could do it 3 by 3 by 3. By adding a few cubes over this way. See, so now it's a 2 by 3 by 3. And now it's going to be a 3 by 3 by 3 once we add a block right up here. So we check the power, and boom, look at that. It's 5059 with the same number of blocks, just because the size of the power source makes a larger cube. And so that's the way you want to look at it when you design all power for your base or for your ships. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make an even better design here and make this our official reactor room. And here's a design I like that I sneaked on the wiki. So it's pretty much the same the same kind of little structure we have here. We'll build another one just like it within the same space without them touching each other. I mean, you can touch the corners, but they'll be both considered, they're both independent power sources. So we'll build up one like this. See, so as long as it's diagonally touching, the same with weapons, it doesn't consider to be one single unit. So these are 2 separate power units within a very confined space, generating a decent amount of power. So we'll kind of put it out like this, out like that. So here we have it. This should be it. Should be it. I do believe. So it's 3 this way, 2 this way, 1 this way, and we just have 2. Yeah, see, and they're not touching anywhere. So, okay, so now we have, as I walk in lava, so now we have, yeah, like 6,034 power, another 1,000 or so so there's 2 power sources. It's pretty cool. And what happens if we put a block here? I wonder. Wonder what that does. Yeah, our power drops to 53 from 6,000 to 53. So as long as we keep these separate, it's a 3x3 box and a 3x3 box within a 3x3 box, if that makes any sense. So this is probably the power source I'm going to be using for our ships, just because I like nice condensed areas of power. And now that we've got our power systems under control, I'm looking at the advanced armors in this game that we can use to build our ship with, and this is crazy. So it takes one standard armor and then a notch ingot and a parstun ingot, and that's three of each. It's absolutely insane. It's so expensive to make, at least for right now. So if we take a look at the standard armor, let's take a look at the gray standard armor for now, which I think is more reasonable. So this just takes an additional, 3 capsules of parstun and 3 capsules of knock, and that seems a little more reasonable, but still super expensive just for a gray standard armor, and it also requires a gray hull as well. So this is fairly interesting. I do want to work on a small ship for now, or you know what? We can use standard hull for now until we get a couple of kills, and then we can just loot our kills and use their standard armor and stuff like that. I think that may be the easiest way to go about it, because I'm not going to be sitting around mining asteroids all day or standing in lava all day long. Oh, I got to build a fence or something for that. So as I'm making our modules here, I'm trying to think of the explosive effect computers modules, how many of these we're going to need, because I have 24 barrels, right? And I want to make 2 cannons that are linked to 1 cannon computer. So I think that's going to be 6 and then 6. And then another 6 and 6 for the second cannon computer, supporting that for a super shooting effect. And then maybe another 6 and 6 of explosive, something, maybe 12 explosive modules. We'll see how that works. I feel like 12 should be enough for 2 split twin-linked cannons. We'll see as we go. All a learning process. And now I want to get a piercing effect computer. There we go. Pop that right on out. We got enough minerals for all this stuff. So now I feel like the piercing computer will go ahead and give us, I think, a cone effect on our nuke missile here. So I think we'll just need 6 of these modules, the piercing effect modules, I do believe. Oop, I misspelled that. And then I think that's going to have that weird cone effect. We'll test this out on some asteroids once we get a ship together. So I think it's finally time to start putting together our Salty Dog Mark II. As my inventory is already full of modules, and we need to start putting this stuff down before I start making more, before I lose track of things. I eventually do want to add an ion shield hardener, and an overdrive, and some other push computers and stuff like that, but maybe that'll be on our next design. For now, I want to focus on actually making a cockpit for our vehicle, and actually getting, like, so we can kind of jump in from the top and just kind of cruise off with some glass, like all around us, and I think that'll be a really cool effect. And if we need to, maybe have a camera on the front, but I want to be able to see what's around us just from using the cockpit view. So we'll see how I go ahead with that. And I made 200 black blocks, cause black is awesome. Now I got it like being made here in our factory, pretty much 24/7. So yeah, we have black to go for years and years and years. But all right, so I'm gonna get ahead and design this ship right now. All right, so here's the new ship design. I went ahead and put our power blocks as the frame, but this time, instead of doing little nubby things like I was like you saw from the last times, I went ahead and made this 9 blocks wide. So the box, if you can imagine a 3-dimensional box, we got it 9 wide. We got it 9 high, and then, I don't know, like 13 or 20 some, I don't know, whatever, long. So now our power is like off the chart. It's like 10,000, and for every little block we add here, adds a ton more power, because this box is huge. It's like out to here and out to here. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and maybe put our weapon systems underneath on the side here. Maybe have our missile nuke launch from over here, and just start placing all the modules in hull pieces, and hopefully we'll get a nice little cockpit going as well. Alright, and before I go ahead and add all the shield rechargers and shield capacitors and jump drives and all that stuff, I just want to go over the basics of what I've done here. I went ahead and added our cannon barrels, one to this side, one to that side. I might as well work in computers. So this computer right here is our main shooting cannon computer, and these are our cannons on the side here, facing forward, shooting forward. Its slave computer is another cannon computer, which makes it shoot faster, and I have the same amount of barrels here. It doesn't really matter where you throw them on the ship, just as long as they equal this amount, so it's 100% effect. And then the next thing I have here is, what is this? I believe it's the, yes, our nuke launcher right below here, that shoots a piercing effect nuke. That is going to be pretty crazy. We'll test that out in just a bit. and this thing right in front of it is its slave. This is the pulse computer that makes our missile a nuke missile and target locking on and all that stuff. This is, I think, the oh yeah, and this is the explosive that makes our shots explosive. Our gunfire is explosive. And then this right here is the piercing effect for our nuke. So our nuke goes forward and pierces through everything in like a cone-shaped blast charge. So this is the basics of this ship. This is like how this thing ticks. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to add an overdrive. Probably just a jump drive, because I want to try to keep this as cheap as possible. But with our power design the way we have it now, this thing is generating so much power, it's ridiculous. Like we have like so much power left over. But let me show you guys the shots here. And also these are our shots. We can shoot them either out like this. So they have a little bit of an explosive effect, hitting for 12 and then like 2s all around. It's pretty darn sweet. We can get a little closer here so you guys can see it. We can do a focused fire like that. So these are pretty decent guns. Not super damaging, but super fun. And look at all that explosive effect, all that orange is the explosive effect. So we got those, and then we have our nuke. Let me step back for this just in case. So it should be a cone-shaped nuke. Let's take a look. Let's see how this thing explodes. Okay. So it just kind of exploded right into the asteroid, and as you can see, it kind of seems like it went into it more than just like all around. I would assume, I would imagine. But yes, we have enough power for all this stuff here. We can totally wreck some dudes up. So, all right, let me finish up the rest of the like detailing and artwork and you know, like creative stuff here. I'm not gonna add too many crazy colors to this ship, but yeah, it's looking fierce. And we have finished our first ship on the server, our first real ship. It has been made. Let me go ahead and zoom us out here from our home planet. Okay. And get us to a stop. Now we're a little bit sluggish, but that's okay. It's pretty cool. So here we are. Yeah, I finished with all the slanty block adding and all the just blocks in general. We got a camera on the front, our 2 cannons on the sides here. We have our missile launcher down below, right here, ready for the big atomic blasts. And yeah, and some engineering. I mean, obviously, I didn't really make enough blocks to completely cover the whole thing, but I feel like this is good for a first ship. And we have a little cockpit area, the tiniest cockpit area you could ever imagine. Just because it's a small ship, but it does generate tons of power, more power than we really need for any system, honestly. And it has a jump drive and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, like we've got a good deal going on here, and I think now it's time to go ahead and find some pirates. Maybe not a pirate base, but just find some pirates flying around and pick them off, so we can start getting some of their standard armor. And just some modules, and just, I don't know, just start getting some cash so we can start saving up for a space station. Well, okay, so we are here on this purple planet that's in my solar system, and not quite sure if there's any enemies around here, really. Wait, what the heck is that? Oh, there's a space station. Oh, a trader station. Alright, there's something nearby here, but yeah, it seems like this solar system of mine is quite the safe place for travels, because I wanted to kind of clean out any threats that might be around locally, but really there's none. I haven't seen any this whole time since I've been mining the asteroid fields that we've been going after. So I think I'm going to go ahead and jump to a new solar system and see what trouble I can find there. Although this trade station is oh yeah, I ran out of power because I was charging my warp drive. But yeah, it just seems like a bunch of friendly people around here. It's nice little trade station. Oh, look at these turrets they have. Oh, that's something we need to work on too. After we try to get a space station together, let's get some turrets going. Because after we build our next station or our next planet or whatever colony that we decide to do, it's not going to be invincible. We're going to need to defend ourselves. And and I can't help but shoot at other people's things. But we should be all right. We should be all right. A little shot like that won't hurt anyone. But yeah, I want to find some pirates. And get their loots, you know what I'm saying? And then also we're gonna need to build a warp gate as well, because we are very far away from all our friends, very far away. And it turns out that jump drives, even with like tons and tons of modules, they can only jump, I think, 8 sectors the most at a time. So really, the more jump drive modules only increase the or decrease the recharge time. That's all they really do. So we do need to make a warp gate of some sort, and all our friends on here, Nathan and Jace Machine, and there's actually a bunch of other guys on here as well. We all decided that we do want to have a network that leads to 2 of warp gates. So that's something I need to learn and get into as well. But I'm sure that costs a lot of money, and we only have 5,000 credits to our name. So we got to change that. We got to find something to plunder ourselves, because we're a bunch of fighters. So I'm in the solar system just next door, and I found a pirate station just so close by. Let's take a look at the map here. Yes, we just came from over here, over our sector over here, our solar system, and just on the border, just entering this place, all asteroids. What a great zone for mining and all types of stuff. Went to check out this station that was closest to us, and boom, lo and behold, it's a pirate station. Now, I don't know. I really don't think we are equipped for this kind of threat. As our shields are only about 1,000 and our recharge is laughable, but maybe we should just give it a shot, like literally, and see what the heck happens around here, because it would be sweet. I'm sure there's a lot of money. Oh, look at our shots bouncing off their shields right there. Are they shooting at us? Oh, it looks like they're shooting at us. I see shots flying around. Are we taking damage? Not really. I think if we keep moving, they are shooting us, but if we keep moving, we should be safe. Oh yeah, these guys are pretty darn tough. We only got hit with like a few shots, but they are just totally downing our shields right now. We're at 78%. I'm just trying to set a little volley here. I see it's penetrating their shields, but their shields are like at full though. I mean, yeah, they're at 100%, and we're hitting them with these with our little tiny shots here. Maybe at best we could take out one of their turrets, because I know their turrets have also their own shields in addition to that. But the station itself is at 100%. Let's try the nuke. Might as well. I've targeted the station itself, none of the turrets, which is probably the way you should do it. But okay, let's see what our nuke will do with the cone explosion. Launch one of those bad boys off here. We're at 69% shields. Alright, let's see what this guy does. What he does to any kind of shields there. No, he's still at 100%. Oh, something's overheating. Oh, we took out a turret. That's pretty cool. So we actually did manage to do some damage to this guy. Alright, let's straighten up here. Let's come on in and see if we can just give some shots to a couple of these turrets here. Maybe if we keep moving. Oh, there we go. There's a turret right there. If we can just stay focused on them. Oh, darn, our shields are almost down. Oh, no. This is suicide. This is crazy. No. We're at 36, 37%. And we won't even have armor blocks on our deal here. Oh, and there's fighters coming in. Okay, here we go. The battle's begun. Darn it. Let me target these fighters, actually. Let me go ahead and get the turrets off our radar, so we can go ahead and follow the... oh, my gosh. Oh, they got lasers. They got lasers. I gotta run away for a bit here. Okay, we're coming in here. I left the station down there. Looks like we've aggravated him enough. But this pirate right here, he is just, we're coming in for an attack. We definitely need more shield recharge. Oh, more pirates spawned in. We're getting hit. We're getting shot. It's okay, though. Let's see if we can take this guy out so we can come get him later. Come claim him. Okay, cool. Our shields are at 93%. We're doing good. Right on his back. Oh, we're giving it to him. He's down. He's got no shields. And if I keep shooting in that center there, we should be able to take out his core. Oh, he's got some decent armor. I want that armor. I want that armor. Darn. Oh, are we getting damaged? Are we losing pieces, or is that him losing pieces? I don't know. I really want to... we gotta get closer. So I think a good thing for cannons is to have them set on an actual turret. Oh man, we're getting surrounded. There's like dudes everywhere. But I think we can finish this guy off though. Oh, we have our nuke up. Should I send the nuke? Now I think we'll save our nuke for a little later. All right, let's give this guy a good amount of damage here. Let's get real close here. Our shields are still up, still doing good. And I don't think he really has an answer for us right now. Darn, he's a tough guy. I can't really... Oh, and we're almost down on shields. Okay, time to escape. Actually, I might just escape entirely. Oh, our shields are back up and back down. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Let's warp. Let's warp the heck out of here. And we'll try again. We'll try again. Here we go. I just warped in some random direction. We should be safe. Yeah, we're safe. Where are we on the map? A good distance away. And the salty dog has taken a decent amount of damage here. Unfortunately, I thought we were pretty good, but it looks like we have taken damage to at least one of our sides here. We've lost some cannon parts and some of these little hull parts as well. These poor little blocks, they got blown off. I don't know if that was from like the actual fighters themselves or if it was from the station. It might have been from the station. It might have been a gap of time when our shields were down. Although I think it seems to me the lower your shields are, the faster they recharge, which is kind of the way EVE Online works. It's like the lower your shield is, the faster it recharges. But unfortunately our shields aren't beefy enough to go ahead and utilize that fully. So I think we need more capacitors, because right now I have 24 shield capacitors and 24 rechargers, and I feel like maybe you need to double capacitors to rechargers in this case, because you really want to be low on shields so you get the most out of your rechargers. Okay. But we're going to keep on trying. I'm going to go ahead and do some repairs and see if I can find another single someone out. So we are having a slight change in plans. We will be going after little scrawny guys with our ship. But first, I want to let you guys in on a little deal here. We're going after big, huge asteroid-infested solar systems that are going towards the end of our little Milky Way here, or the end of our little tail section of our galaxy. I feel like this is the end game. We're going to go ahead and build bases and stations all along this way and claim our territory far, far away from the rest of the server. I think it's going to be really funny, really cool. And yeah, and so we're gonna utilize a bunch of warp gates to get to these places, and we're gonna build space stations. We're gonna build turrets to defend those space stations, and we're gonna have a whole traveling economy of just like all types of places and factions and things to see along the way. It's gonna be awesome. I feel like this is the best way to colonize space. It's not just build adjacent to each block, but to build at some distance away. So we have you know, a use for warp gates and warp drives and things like that. And it's going to be awesome. So, alright, so we're heading forward. Alright, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. We're going to continue conquering the universe now that we got a planet. I parked our ship here on just a random planet in this adjacent sector here to our target asteroid-infested area, where there's pirates and all types of ships abound. And also, we did take a few hits of some EMP missiles on the way here, and that was very scary because we kind of lost the ability to generate power and stuff like that from a pirate station from when we were warping in here. But we're good now. We survived, and we're far away from home. So, till next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.